Board of Education meeting this evening. A special welcome to the new board members, Brian Bell, Tracy Abishaline, and Tom Holland. So welcome aboard. We look forward to your contributions on the board. The next order of business is the Pledge of Allegiance, so I'd ask people to stand while we say the pledge. Pledge of Allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Is that better? The next item of business is election of officers. With this process, we will be soliciting nominations for the officers of President, Vice President, Treasurer, and Secretary. We'll start out with a nomination for the President. Is there a nomination for President?
Mr. Chairperson, I would like to submit into consideration or nomination this evening for President of the Hudson School Board, Dan Turnahoy.
Dan Turnahoy has been nominated for the position of President. Are there any further nominations? Any further nominations from the board? If not, the nomination for President is closed. And do we have a motion to cast a unanimous ballot?
Mr. Chairperson, I would like to make a motion that the school board cast a unanimous vote on the part of Dan Turnahoy for President of the board.
We have a motion by Mr. Minnick. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Cindy Crimmins. Any discussion? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion passes. The next nomination is for the offices of Vice President. Do we have a nomination for the office of Vice President?
Mr. President, I would make a motion for a nomination for Dick Minnick for the office of Vice President.
Richard Minnick has been nominated for the position of Vice President. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion by Mr. Holland and a second by Mr. Bell. Are there any further nominations? Any further nominations for Vice President? If not, the nominations for Vice President are closed, and do we have a motion to cast a unanimous ballot for Vice President?
Mr. President, I would move the unanimous election of Dick Minnick.
Okay, we have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Mr. Holland, a second by Mr. Bell. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? And Mr. Minnick will be the Vice President. Next is the nomination for the office of Treasurer. Do we have a nomination for that office?
Mr. Chairperson, I'd like to nominate Mike Kaiserschott as treasurer.
Mark Kaiserschott has been nominated for the position of Treasurer. Are there any further nominations? Any further nominations from the board? If not, the nominations are closed, and I will ask for a motion to cast unanimous ballot for the Treasurer office.
I would like to cast a unanimous ballot for Mark. I keep doing that.
Okay.
Mark, sorry, Kaiserschott.
I will second the motion.
We have a motion by Ms. Habishaline and a second by Mr. Minnick. Any further discussion? All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? The motion is passed. The last position is a nomination for the office of secretary. Do we have a nomination for secretary?
Mr. President, I would like to nominate Ms. Cindy Crimmins for the position of Secretary Clerk.
Ms. Cindy Crimmins has been nominated for the position of secretary clerk. Are there any further nominations? Any further nominations from the board? If not, the nominations are closed, and again, I ask for a motion to cast unanimous ballot.
Mr. President, I would make the motion to cast the unanimous ballot for Ms. Cindy Crimmins for the position of Secretary Clerk.
I'll second the motion.
We have a motion by Mr. Kaisersot and a second by Mr. Minnick. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion is approved, and we now have the selection of the officers. Thank you, everybody. Look forward to you serving in those capacities. The next order of business is the approval of the agenda. I'll accept a motion for the approval of the agenda.
Mr. President, I would move approval of the agenda as presented.
We have a motion for Mr. Kaisersot. Do we have a second?
Second.
A second for Ms. Crimmins. Any discussion? Hearing no changes or discussion. All those in favor of the agenda as printed, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? The agenda has been approved for tonight's meeting. Next item of business is the approval of the April 18th, 2006 regular and closed session Board of Education meeting minutes. Do we have a motion to approve those minutes?
Mr. President, I would move the approval of the April 18th, 2006 regular and closed session Board of Education meeting minutes.
We have a motion by Mr. Holland. Do we have a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion? Second for Mr. Bell. If not, I ask that a motion be made, all those in favor of the minutes of the April 18, 2006 regular and closed session Board of Education meeting, say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? The minutes of those two meetings has been approved. Okay. Thank you. I'll try to lean forward. The next item of business is a student staff recognition. The first item is the Raider Forensics team. Sandy, would you like to present that?
Craig Lewis is the coach of the forensics team, and he is unable to be with us tonight due to a conflict, but we are fortunate to have Nikki Benson, who is his assistant coach, and members of the successful forensics team. Did I say that right, Nikki Benson? Did I say that right? Okay. And so she will share some information regarding the successful season, a little overview, and then we'll allow the team members to introduce themselves.
Well, thank you for recognizing our team tonight. They worked really hard this season, so it's an honor to be here. This forensics season, students participated in 4 invitationals, competing for both individual and team points, and then also 2 state qualifying tournaments. 18 entries and 22 students made it to the state competition in Madison that was held April 7th and 8th. And all of the 18 entries medaled, which is a great accomplishment. And entries are judged out of a total of 25 points, and our students earned 119, 120, 522s, 323s, 424s, and 425s, or perfect scores at state. Craig Lewis, the head coach, and I are very proud of them. And I'm now going to let representatives from our team introduce themselves and say a little bit about their experience. So we'll start with John.
Hi, I'm John Ross. I'm the captain of the forensics team. And this year at state, I competed in solo acting. And it's just an event where you do like an 8-minute piece by yourself, and you can play multiple characters. And I achieved a 25, a perfect score, and a gold medal at state.
Hi, I'm Cindy Kutchik. This year at State, I competed in prose, which is basically story reading for 8 minutes. I received a 20 and a bronze medal at State.
I'm Dave Sincata, and I was in the category of extemporaneous speaking. You are given a topic at random, and you have a half an hour to write a 8-minute speech on it, and I got a 24 at State.
Hi, I'm Sarah Hawksford. At State this year, I competed in the category of storytelling, where I have 5 different stories prepared for the whole season, and I find out about 15 seconds before I go which story I'm going to tell. And it's a really fun category. I've really enjoyed it.
Good job.
Hi, I'm Hannah Janicki. At State, I was in the category of prose, which is reading a short story, and I got a 25 at State.
Hello, my name is Becky Krieger, and and this was my first year in forensics, and I competed in the category of oratory, which is an 8-minute memorized persuasive speech, and I scored a 22.
Hello, I'm Chance Mitchell. I competed in the category of radio. That's where you're given half an hour to prepare a 5-minute long radio presentation, including the commercial, international news, national news, local news, weather, and sports. Last year I got a 23 and a silver medal at State. This year I, however, got a 22 and a bronze.
Hello, my name is Ryan Bates. I am also in the category of radio, and at State this year I got a 24 silver medal.
Should I go first? Yeah. Okay, I'm Jamie Colson.
I'm Katie Crimmins. I'm Lindsay Rindo.
And I'm Stephen Dolly, and we participated in the event of group interpretation, which is, in this case, we took an excerpt from the book Up the Down Staircase by Belle Kaufman, and we assigned different parts from the book to us to speak as lines, and it's almost like acting a play, but we can't look at each other or touch each other, and it's really with facial expressions and just good movements and convincing the audience with your face and stuff. So.
Hello, my name is Nico Vicino, and this year and last year at State Forensics, I participated in the category of play acting, and my partner cannot be here tonight, but this year as well as last year, I received a 25 perfect score.
Hello, I'm Austin Facino, and this year in State I participated in solo acting and I received a 24 silver medal.
And not all of our members could be here, but I hope you enjoyed hearing from some of our representatives, so thank you again.
Thank you, students. Very good job, and thank you for your participation in forensics, and Mr. Lewis and all your instructors. The next item of business is another presentation, I believe, on Destination Imagination. Sandy?
Yes, last month our superintendent shared some information regarding the success of our Destination Imagination program, the growth and the success. And this year we have 1 high school and 1 middle school team that will be competing in the global competition at the end of May in Knoxville. Both teams are coached by Liz Malanafy. Am I saying that right? I hope. The middle school team is an improv team, and so they're unable to perform for us tonight. But the high school team will be sharing their winning performance. And Liz, do you have a few things you want to say first?
First of all, I'd like to say that the high school team really coached themselves. And I know they'd like me to say that because this was the first year they kind of just flew solo. For those of you who don't know about DI or Destination Imagination, it's very similar